So the pass is going to come from Livers. He rifles it right in front of us to Abdul Rahman at midcourt. Extra pass. And it goes for the win! The three-pointer by Jordan Poole. A freshman has won it for the Wolverines.
Before we get this video started, I want to thank you guys for clicking on the video and giving us a view. If you guys haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like our content around here, please consider drop a like on the video, comment, give us your opinions. Go check out our sneaker content and our podcasts. We have multiple different sneaker stores that we have done from different places around the U.S. We have different podcasts that we've done with high school coaches, with photographers, with videographers, sneakers, everything. We have the whole shebang here. So if you guys like our content, please consider subscribing. And I do want to say something before we start the video about Jordan Poole. Right now he is on a tear with Klay Thompson. Imagine learning from the game's greatest shooter and the game's arguably second greatest shooter of all time how to play. You know what I mean? And having the green light from Steve Kerr, playing average, like he had 41 last night against Portland, I believe, or 39, 49 points against Portland last night. So he is on a tear right now. And as you guys will see, we'll go over his college stats and his first-year stats in the league, and then we'll go over last year and this year, like the present time, and we'll really try to talk about it. Is he a future star in the NBA? Is he a future all-star? Well, that's what we were going to try to figure out in this video. So if you guys like the content, make sure to subscribe. But no further ado, let's hop right into the video. Jordan Poole was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and attended two different high schools, finishing his high school career at La Lumiere Preparatory Academy in Indiana. After that, he decided to take his talents to Michigan. Over the 2-year span, he averaged 9.5 points. He was an 83% free throw shooter, 37% from deep, 43% from the field goal range. He played a total of 75 games there, and he started 37 of those. As you guys see, he hit that big shot in the tournament. That was his freshman year, actually. That was not his sophomore year. So after that, he decided to take his talents to the league, as you guys will see right here. All right, coming into his freshman season in the NBA, he was the 28th pick in the 2019 first round of the NBA draft. He played a total of 57 games. He shot 33% from the field, 28% from deep, 80% from the free throw line, and he averaged a total of 9 points. So he had a lot. His statistics were very similar to what he averaged in college at Michigan for those 2 years combined. So it's weird to see a player average almost the exact same stats over almost, take away 18 games maybe, about 18 games, take away 18 games. It's interesting to see a player average almost the same stats for his first year with his 2 years in college. So it's really interesting to see that. But going into this past year, after they won the championship, he got a $140 million extension this summer after they won the championship. Last year, he shot 45% from the field, 36% from three, 92% from the free throw line, and he averaged 18.5 points a game this past year. So, with that being said, he drastically improved his play this year, this past year. He drastically improved his play from his rookie season. It was very interesting to see how statistics go up. You can tell in his field goal percentage, it went up 12%. His three-point went up 8%, and his free throw percentage went up 12%. So, another thing is they say JP plays better when there's baddies in the stands. So, anytime there's baddies in the stands, they say he plays better, which is It's funny. It's just funny. I'll throw a couple pictures up on screen, but it is hilarious. Anytime they say, "Oh, there's some hot girl in the stands" or something like that, they say he plays better, which is the crazy thing. It's so funny to hear. It's so funny to see, especially like the pictures on Instagram and social media and everything like that. But I will throw a couple pictures up on screen of him playing good with baddies in the stands, supposedly. So, no further ado, let's continue the video. Now, over his last 5 games, he has scored 41 points against Portland. That was a win. 26 against Utah. That was a win. He had 24 against Charlotte. That was a win. 32 against Memphis. And then he had 13 against Brooklyn, which he played 26 minutes in that game total. Over the last 10 games, he has scored on an average of 27 points a game. So it's very interesting to see these statistical stats with Steph being out and then him learning from Steph, which when you're learning from one of the game's greats, I don't know what that is. I mean, that has to be incredible to learn from Steph, great shooter, but him learning that knowledge that he's getting, absorbing, having the green light to go, him and Clay averaging what he's averaging, Clay producing at what he's producing right now, Draymond playing awesome defensively, made a couple big shots. Clay's made a ton of big shots. Gary Payton has turned around. It was the funniest clip. I'll put this one up on screen too if I find it. Gary Payton turning around when the ball released from Clay's hands against Portland last night. During the game, he knew the game was over as soon as it released from Clay's fingertips. So, yes, do I think Jordan Poole this year in the next 2 years could be an all-star? Not quite yet. The league is so heavy right now. There's so many good players. I mean, there's six MVPs right now that you could make a case for. 7 at the most. You can make a case for 7 players to be MVP. 7 players to be MVP right now. But over the next 5 years, I think he will have an all-star appearance. I would like to see him have an all-star appearance. It's pool parties all day. It would be very interesting to see him in the all-star game. I'd like to, but you know what? If not, I think he will end up being a good player, very productive player, especially learning from Steph. So I think he will take on after that with Kuminga and then Moody. Hopefully they don't trade those guys. I'd like to see the future there. And I'd like to see Wiseman improve as well. But with that young core they have, I think, yes, eventually he will be an all-star. But if not, I couldn't see that happening, him not being an all-star in the next 5 years. But even the next 4, I mean, he is a really good player. I'd like his production. But being with Steph and Clay right now, especially while Steph is still in his prime, I could not see him having an all-star appearance for about the next 4 or 5 years. But I like to see them get a couple more rings with Steph in his prime and then Poole right alongside of him. And I'm excited for the Warriors' future. But if you guys like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Heat and Soul Podcast. If you like this type of video, make sure to leave it down in the comments. Tell us that you liked it. If not, give us some suggestions on videos that we should do. But no further ado, thank you guys for watching Heat and Soul Podcast. We're out until the next one. Thank you guys.